Hey, what up you guys? It's Danny B. You're watching the Trash Dash. In this video I'm going to be reviewing Amityville 2, The Possession. So I had never seen any of these Amityville house horror movies before. I always knew what they were because I knew them from the Simpsons Treehouse movie where they like parodied the Amityville house. So I always kind of knew what they were, and I knew it was based on like a true case and everything. But I just never checked them out. I was never really that into haunted house movies for some reason. But I don't know what it is, but like the other day I was like, you know, I kind of want to watch like some haunted house movies. So I checked these out and I rewatched Poltergeist. I gotta say, this one really kind of blew me away. The first one I thought was like pretty decent. It wasn't like terrible or anything. It was a little slow. But this one I thought was great. And this one has Burt Young in it. And this is definitely like a haunted house movie and stuff. But it's almost like a fucking Exorcist movie. Like it's definitely ripping off the Exorcist. But it's as good, in my opinion, as Exorcist 3. Maybe not as good as Exorcist 3, but it's really quite up there. It's a lot better than Exorcist Part 2. Pretty surprised at how close this actually is to Exorcist Part 3. And this came out like years before. I want to say this came out like 10 years before Exorcist 3, and it's got like a lot of kind of like the same material. And it does have like a, you know, like a few like jump scare kind of things. Specifically, I'm thinking of like blood coming out of the sink and that kind of thing. But then it kind of really goes like the dark route of like voices telling this guy to kill his family and stuff. It just takes on like a really kind of like dark tone.
I told you you'd have to leave.
You want to destroy this boy's life.
I do what I want.
You must leave this boy's body which your foul presence occupies.
Why should I leave? I like it here.
I will cast you out.
Oh? How?
With an exorcism.
You can't do that. You're not authorized.
How do you know?
We know everything.
Is it your intention not to show yourself again?
I could.
When?
When I please.
I do wish it had a little bit more of Burt Young in this because he's so good in this. Burt Young is like one of these actors. He's great in everything I see him in. He's always kind of that same like low life drunk W.C. Fields type character. You know, basically who I'm talking about. I don't know if you know the guy by name, but Paulie from the Rocky movies. He's almost like that guy in every movie I see him in. This kind of has like a very strange dynamic between the brother and the sister in this movie. The guy ends up banging his sister. And I don't know if that was the house that made him do that or if he already wanted to do that. Because, like, at the very beginning, when you see him, like, hugging or, like, talk about it, I don't know, it's a weird conversation. I'm like, what the fuck already? And then I thought that was going to be the end of the thing. Then it really takes it further into it. I'm like, what the fuck? But it does make the guy seem even more evil than he already was. And this was written by Tommy Lee Wallace, who, you know, wrote, like, the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. He didn't write Stephen King's It, but he directed Stephen King's It, and produced by Dino De Laurentiis. So, you know, you're in for a fun time when you see that guy's name on the screen. I definitely like this one more than the first. The first one, not too bad. I also checked out Amityville Dollhouse, and that one was actually pretty good too. And then I watched Amityville 1992, It's About Time, and I wasn't that into that one. But yeah, great practical effects in this movie, great acting. The actor that plays like the son in this, I don't think I've ever seen him in another movie, but he was really good in this. And you don't have to watch the first one to watch this one, because this one's actually a prequel about like the family that was living in the house before the people in part 1. It's much faster paced and a lot scarier and a better story in my opinion too. So I'm going to give this one 4 out of 5 stars. That's Amityville 2, The Possession. Alright guys, it's Danny B. You're watching the Trash Dash. Let me know you've seen Amityville 2. Let me know your favorite Amityville house movie. There's like, you know, 100 of them or something. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.